how do you react to what we've spoken about so far?
Well, from my own experience, I would love to say that I think that things have changed. But from my perspective as a performer, I'm not accepted, in my opinion, by the lesbian community, by the greater lesbian community. I have, apart from Webby and the Dykes on Bikes, girls are fantastic to me.
Put it up.
And I must say that there are lesbian members of the community like Steph and Mel and lots of people in positions of power. The power dykes, I like to call them, who recognise my talent and will do everything that they can to give me a gig and to help me further my career. However, I've had experiences where I've gone to venues that are purely a lesbian night, and the lesbian reaction. Now, I do most of my shows at gay men's clubs because the queens love me because I'm sparkly and gorgeous and funny and pretty and I sing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, I'm a house... My music is house music. I don't do Melissa Etheridge. I don't do the cliche lesbian... And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not your KD Lang. I'm not your Melissa Etheridge. I'm not your Indigo Girls. I'm more like, get the fuck out of my way because I'm going to be fabulous right here and right now. So,
would you say diva?
Well, yes, I would say.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. So what has happened to me in the past is that I have gone to lesbian venues and I've stood there and sung, and the girls and the women have actually stood there like this. And I've finished the song and they've gone, oh, let's go to the bar and get a drink. And I can't tell you how that makes me feel like I'm worthless in the eyes of the women in this city. And it's really, you know, I'm probably the oldest person on the panel here. I'm 57, I'll be 58 on Tuesday. And thank you. I know, considering all I've got up to in my life, it's a wonder.
It's a modern miracle.
It is a modern miracle.
It is.
And you wonder why I look so good. It's the lasers.
Yes.
It's all those lasers in the clubs make you look good. Anywho, I digress. I'm talking about myself. What a change. But back to
I'll just hand the microphone over to you, shall I? You're going to take over for the rest of the night.
So back to my story about myself. I was recently asked to sing at the Opera House for the 20th anniversary concert of the... oh my God, the name of it's The Lesbians in the House. Thank you, Steph. The Lesbians in the House. And it was a 20th anniversary, and I just thought there were a lot of women there who had been there 20 years before, and there was a lot of drum music, and there was a lot of poetry and dance, and it was very, very eclectic. It was a very, very eclectic, and I just thought, they're going to fucking hate me. I thought that those women would hate me because I was so different. I was the shiniest person there. I had sequins from my toes to my hair, and I just thought, oh, fuck, they're going to hate me. And I walked out and I just went, hiya, bitches, and they all just went, hooray! And it was the first time in my 41-year career that I felt accepted by the lesbian community, and it brought a tear to my eye. I have to tell you, it was a beautiful thing. And props to Georgina up there for putting that event on, because it was fantastic. But I must say that from my perspective, it is difficult. It is still difficult for a woman in the music business. I've been in this business, as I said, for 41 years, and it's a business that is basically run by men. There are no women CEOs of record companies. There are no women A&R directors that I know of, and it's really about youth and beauty. So when you get to my age and all you've got left is beauty, you're fucked. You know, really.
I feel you, baby. I feel you. I feel you.
So it It is very difficult, and I've experienced bullying in various degrees and varying degrees my whole life, because I haven't always had this girlish figure. I was actually a very, very overweight woman at one stage, and you look at me and think, well, she's fucking overweight now. God, I can imagine what she was like. But I was quite big, and I found that people would laugh at me in the street. People laugh at you when you're fat. People laugh at you and call you fat. Oh, geez, you're fat. It's like, oh, thanks. Gee, I haven't got a mirror. You know, people do that, and that is bullying. And that is unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. And you know, I am at that age now. I think once you turn 50, you do actually say, you know what, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm fabulous and I'm healthy and I feel good and my family loves me. And but it is very difficult in the entertainment business to carve out a career if you don't look like a size 0, big head, little body kind of woman. And so what it makes you become is you have to become empowered, or you have to go and get a job as a barista or something that you don't need to be creative, except for making bare faces on the top of the coffee, because you know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't mean to be demeaning to anybody who works in a cafe or anything like that. That's not my point. I just mean to say that to be creative in this country is very, very difficult, and I'm very grateful to all the people that helped me and who have helped me. But I've been bullied and I've been vilified because of the way that I look, and I find that bullying. To not be allowed to be successful because you're over a certain age, you don't look a certain way, is bullying. And I think it's totes unacceptable.
Totes unacceptable.
Totes inappropriate.
Thank you very much, Shauna.
Totes inappropriate.